In this video I'll be showing you how to paint Beast from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Welcome back to the channel and to another Painting Protocol episode, Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures painted by the Tales of War games. Now in this episode we are painting one member of the X-Men and it is Beast. Now with this painting video it's going to be very much two parts. You've got the shorts and then you've got Beast himself. So Beast is obviously a big blue furball, in a matter of speaking, and then the shorts are kind of going to be a grey, blacky grey bluey colour. So the main colour is going to be this blue, and we're going to be going up through 4 different colours. We're going to be using Kantor Blue as a base colour first. We're then going to be using the Drakenhof Nightshade as a wash, Alaitoc Blue as a layer, and then Hoeth Blue as a final layer. Now after that we might add a little bit of Beige Blue, which is the very edge highlight brightest blue, but we're going to see how it goes. And basically the main thing, the first thing that we want to be doing is ignoring the shorts but doing everything else in Kantor Blue, getting a nice base colour on that. So when you do it, obviously just do a couple of thin layers, just make sure that the whole entire model is covered, because you want to get this nice dark blue that's going to be kind of the base colour. And by the end of it we're not really going to see a lot of this colour, but just in the recesses, so it's worthwhile to just make sure that everywhere's covered. And again, you just want to go up there. If you get a little bit on the shorts, that's not really an issue. We're going to be going back over the shorts in a bit anyway, so just making sure that you get everything covered. Again, if you get anything on the metal scaffolding, that's not a problem. That's going to be the last thing that we paint anyway, as a part of the base. So like I said, just go around, you want to get all the legs on those parts. Obviously ignore the shorts, you want to get all of this blue fur, all up his arms, all up there. You want to get his hair, his face, and obviously his chest and all around there. So all of those areas you want to cover out in Kantor Blue, so I'll get that done and we'll be back for the next step. And with that Kantor Blue done, you can see it just gives him that nice blue colour across all of his fur. Now you've noticed I've missed out all of the nails. We're going to be doing those all grey. I have done the ones that are grabbing onto that bit of rebar just because it's easier to paint it blue. But the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a wash of Drakenhof Nightshade. Now for this we just want to kind of go all over the skin and fur just to kind of pick out all of those kind of shadows and the depth. We're going to be dry brushing over the next layer with some light blue. So this is basically just to sit in all of those recesses, pick up all of that detail, all of the like fur and everything like that on his body and on his legs. And now with all of that Drakenhof Nightshade applied, you just want to watch as it dries to make sure that there's no areas that have pulled up. If so, just dab it away, just clean it up, make sure that the recesses are still good, but we'll be back once this is all dried for the next step. And now with that Drakenhof Nightshade all dried, you can see it's settled in all of the recesses, it's got all the detail, it's added some nice shadows to the skin, it's darkened down that Kantor Blue as well. But what we need to do now is lighten up basically all of the higher up areas, all of the fur, all of the face, everything on Beast. So we're going to use Alaitoc Blue as the first colour. And what we're going to actually be doing is doing a dry brush just to kind of pick up all of the higher areas and pick up all of those bits of detail. It's a bit of a lighter blue to Kantor, and it should just kind of show us exactly whereabouts we need to be doing those highlights. So what you just want to do is just brush over the top just very lightly, just make sure most of the paint is off. You just want to be going straight in. You can already see it's picking up those muscles, bits of detail. You just want to kind of go in the same motion across everywhere, so you don't go everywhere, so you don't kind of go like that and then like that, because then you're just going to be mucking up whereabouts you're picking up all of those edges. And like I said, this is literally just to show you exactly where you're going to be going in with the Hoeth Blue and probably a bit of the Beige Blue as well, just to show. You can already see on that skim it's picking up all the edges on the fur as well. It's kind of leaving all of that Kantor and Drakenhof in the recesses, why you can go just as light as you want over the top, and again it will kind of stay just above all the wash and base coat that we've put down, while also building up layers. Now, dry brushing, people think it's just a nice speedy way of getting paint on a model. It kind of is, but as I said, it's also a way of showing you exactly where those highlights need to go when we do the next couple of layers by brush. And it's a lot easier than trying to just paint them in from the off, so just keep going all the way around until you know you've hit every single area. And some of these bits in here we're going to have to go in with a bit of a smaller dry brush just to pick them up, but I mean, we know where it is, we know where the shadows are, so just go around, and once you're happy with it, and once you're happy with how it's highlighted everything, then we'll be on for the next step. And now with that dry brush, you can see it's highlighted all of the areas that we need to pick up. It's kind of kept all of those shadows, but also added a bit of extra colour. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be using Hoeth Blue, and for this we are going to be using just a small little detail brush, and we're going to be going in just picking up all the extra areas that we want to start highlighting. Again, you want to kind of just go around and see exactly where the areas have highlighted. But if you're just wanting to kind of pick up all the details, then this step is completely fine. Going around again, just highlighting all of the highest edges that the dry brush has picked up. Basically, we're going to go all the way around, picking up all the highlights, including all the legs, all the areas down here in between all the toes are, the actual joints, all up here across the arms, the fur, the face. So yeah, we'll go around, we'll highlight everything, and we'll be back for the next step. Now you can see with the Hoeth Blue that all the highlights are in there. He does look kind of very contrasty, so what we are going to be doing is going back over with Drakenhof Nightshade just to try and blend all the colours back together and give it a kind of nice even blue. You can see that we have done the teeth in German Camo Beige Vallejo colour, and we're going to be hitting that with an Agrax wash as well. But before we do that, we're going to be doing the shorts, and we're going to be doing that with a base coat of Dark Reaper. It's a very kind of grey, bluey colour. It should be fine to then shade and then highlight up into the grey. So what you want to do is just obviously be as careful as you can. Go all the way around. Leave this belt buckle if you can, because we're going to be doing that yellow in a bit. But you want to be doing all of these areas around here, going all the way around. So we'll cover that in Dark Reaper, and we'll be back after this. And now with the Dark Reaper dried, we're going to do a Drakenhof Nightshade wash. Again, all over the skin, but we're also going to do the shorts. Just try and leave this band, because we need to be doing that yellow, and the moment you put colour on it, it's going to be really hard to do. So just go all over. Try and leave the teeth as well, because that's obviously we're going to be putting Agrax on that. But just go through and just make sure it's a nice even coat across everything. Now with that wash dry, you can see that the blues have all kind of blended together, and we've got a nice colour for all of Beast's skin and all of his hair. So the next thing we're going to be doing is Vallejo Yellow Ochre, and we're going to be doing that on the band of the shorts here. And we're just going to be going in, and this is just going to be a base colour for brightening it up into a proper yellow. Now this will take a couple of coats. As with any yellow, it is quite a thin yellow. But as you can see, we're just going to be going in, going all the way around all of that top band there, and do it in the colour. For the X symbol, we're going to leave that for the time being, because we're going to do that a different colour. But yeah, we'll just do yellow ochre, and we'll be back after that step. And then with the grey done, we're going to be doing more of the yellow belt. So we're going to be doing Yriel Yellow from GW. And again, we just want to go straight over the top. You want to kind of get that classic X-Men look, and a nice bright yellow is definitely going to help with that. We're not going to shade or highlight this, because it is just one big band. We just basically want to get all the colour in. Again, when you get up to the top part here, just want to make sure you're nice and careful. You just see it just adds that extra pop of colour against the blue. what I've also done, I've added an Ochre shade to his mouth just to darken that down and to define the teeth. But the next colour we're going to be doing is Mephiston Red, and we're going to add this to this big X symbol here on his belt. We're going to colour all of the inside as well, because we're also, once the red's done, we're then going to go over the top in a completely different colour. So with the Mephiston Red, like I said, you just want to be as careful as you can. You just want to go in and cover up all of this X on the belt, and obviously if you get any on the yellow, just tidy it up with some Yriel Yellow. And just want to make sure you've got the full X and the bits inside. And with the red done, the next thing we're going to be doing is using Administratum Grey, and we're just going to do some highlights on the claws. With this, we're just going to do the very top parts, just make them stand out a bit. On the shorts, we're just going to do a tiny line on Mechanica Standard Grey on the highest points, just so it gets highlighted a little bit more, it stands out a little bit more. We'll just go around there. Again, on the back, just do exactly the same. And with those Administratum Grey highlights done, what we'll do, we'll get the base done for Beast, and then we'll see the finished product. And here's the finished model. Now if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it will help the channel grow. If you want to see more Marvel Crisis Protocol bits from us, head over to our Twitch channel, where we stream on Wednesdays and Friday nights, and we build, paint and just chat MCP. But until next time, take care and we'll see you soon.